What would you do if I told you to compare a shark to a starfish in the tagline? What would you do? This film broke me. I was giving out some of the worst reviews of my career is a generous term to describe whatever's happening here, but of my time doing this to this franchise when the shark had less heads than recognizable stars in the film. But now the shark has, well, 5 heads, but really it starts out with 4, and then it grows a 5th head out of its asshole. And there's nobody that I even vaguely recognize in this film, so somehow the franchise that I already thought was worse than Sharknado is sinking deeper into cinematic hell. 5-headed shark attack stars, yeah, I mean, I got nothing. The main lady has been in films such as Sinister Squad, Tomb Invader, and Cowboys and Angels. Whew. So, she's a doctor. Some cops bring her a photo of a shark that's got multiple heads, and she goes, well, yeah, I guess it could exist. Here's a photo of an actual shark with multiple heads. What do you mean actual? They just showed you a photo of an actual. Yeah. And then she's like, oh yeah, well, there's cases of it in mythology, like Cerberus, who had 2 heads. Cerberus had 3 heads. My point is that even the writing, everything from the writing all the way through has just not been, like, checked or, like, quality controlled at all. Okay, so Evil Doctor sends out his team of weirdly young researchers on a boat to capture this shark that's already killed a bunch of people and bring it back. And they know it's killed a bunch of people, but, like, yeah. And then one of them dies, the black guy, the only black character in the entire film. He dies first in 2017. It's God. And then despite him dying, the evil guy is like, no, go back out there, make capturing it a tribute to his sacrifice. And I've never heard somebody talk and sound and look just so obviously evil, and yet all these people are just like, yeah, no, sure. Why did they all think he's so clearly evil? Oh, it's set in America. Yeah, no, they don't get it. I mean, comparatively to the other films that came before in this franchise, this one is just so surprisingly boring. Like, none of them have been good. They've all been so bad. And arguably, I guess this one is actually better than the others. Because they didn't actually... Because the first 2 were both trying to hire known names. Not actors, though. Like, pretty much. It was trying to just get people who were recognizable for the poster. So it brought in, like, Danny Trejo and Chris Brown's girlfriend and, like, wrestlers, like, that kind of thing. Hulk Hogan's daughter at one point. And this one didn't bother trying to do that, which is probably the better way to go. Just cast a bunch of unknown actors, but they cost a lot less than the people who were already doing really bad acting for you. And while that means that the marketing was probably worse for this, it just gave them the opportunity to spend more money on, like, CGI. Which is actually probably better in this film. Still bad, but better than the last couple of films. And, like, cinematography is genuinely not absolutely atrocious. So there are elements here that are not that bad. And yet, the film is just... Because it's a film about a 5-headed shark, you know? It's a film about a 5-headed shark. It should... I feel like I'm going insane trying to talk about this thing. But it should just go nuts. You know what I mean? It should just be insane. And instead, like, of being, like, all gung-ho, let's fight this thing, let's... There's no, like, guns in this film. There's a harpoon gun, I think, at one point. But they don't grab a bunch of guns and go all crazy mode on it or anything, or have some super weird convoluted plot. It's just there's a 5-headed shark and they try to scare it with, like, fabricated dolphin noises for ages, for so long. I mean, some films go like, boom, when they're 90 minutes long. This film felt like I was caught in the realm between life and death. It was so long, and it was only 90 minutes. That's rough. Most sequels, they say, let's up the body count to try and make it seem like a bigger deal. This one said no, actually. I'm pretty sure it drastically lowered the body count in this one. Far less people killed. Up to the head count, though, there's significantly more heads, yeah. The opening line of the film is, I want sexy, give me sexy. Like, sexy, yes. And I feel like that just set the tone, They're once again, because I'm pretty sure every single one of these films done it, they try to bait you in with, like, some sort of, like, oh, yeah, look, there's going to be lots of naked women in this film in the opening scene. There weren't, though. And then there was nothing like that ever again. It tried to make it seem like it's like Piranha or something to have, like, one selling point for people. And it doesn't even, like, do that, But it also doesn't actually have, like, as much blood or gore or action or any of the other elements you would kind of think a film like this has to have. Nothing, no. It's insanely boring, but also not that terribly made. So it's very unfortunate. It feels like if they'd actually just gone for a mental plot here, maybe it could have been one of the better B movies out there. It could have been on the level of some of the Sharknadoes. It's not, though, really. But it probably is better than the two that came before it because they were so bad. It was hard to get through. I had to pause it quite a lot of times. And they're literally talking out of their ass now. 1 star. The boat captain's name in this is Red because he once got hit from behind by a hammerhead shark and his scalp was hanging off as he climbed back onto the boat and he was covered in blood after bludgeoning it to death or something. And there were some guys there and they were like, "Hey, Red." So that's his name. It's also the most backstory we get for any character in this.